What's good?
Hi.
Hey.
I rarely get on here, but sometimes I'm like, let me see if I can catch people because I usually post the conversations after.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I never have done a live either, but yeah, you caught me on a walk.
See, good timing. I
Right.
always good timing whenever I do it.
Yeah.
Where are
What
you
you up?
walking to?
Oh, I tagged along with my mom to the grocery store, and I was just waiting in the car, and I was like, I'm gonna just go for a walk.
Yeah.
So I'm just on a Wilshire, and uh, what is this? Ridgely, over by the Five Guys, and you
Oh
know,
my God,
yeah.
guys. I just got home, but I didn't want to go rest. So I decided to come outside.
Right on. Yeah, I was laying on my grandparents' front lawn, not too long ago, watching the sunset. Outside is important these days.
I was talking to my friend about just kind of like, my brother's partner, we were talking about just like doing it, like whatever it is that you want to do, just to do it. And
Yeah.
because he was telling me he was thinking about doing some things, and I always challenge people to consider like what's stopping you. What do you need to do to bridge the gap between thinking and doing?
Mm,
Like,
absolutely.
like what's like if you think something, then its capacity to exist is there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like asking people, even myself, like, how can you bridge that gap?
Mm-hmm. How, does that inform your art at all? Like when you're making videos?
Yes, like my main thing is to always have fun with my work. So if I begin to become frustrated or struggle, it's usually because I'm too committed to an idea or something that I want to be done. So
I
I
feel that.
usually have to take a deep breath and release that and then continue to have fun and allow like whatever happens to just flow. So if I'm editing a video and something's just not right, or I become frustrated or my phone starts overheating, I just release whatever idea I had and then begin a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And
Wait.
then usually it works.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just got to release control and just let it flow.
Yeah. Do you do that in your work? Because I've seen some of your paintings.
Yeah, I would say, well, I just started painting like after like a 10-year hiatus. So,
It's like that.
uh, yeah, exactly. And I definitely did those paintings backwards. Like usually I just like think about an idea or a concept forever, because I'm very like intentional and purposeful and I'm into symbolism. And so, yeah, I just like think until I actually execute. And yeah, to my own detriment, honestly. And
Yes.
yeah, but this time, because I was under a crunch to create the pieces, I was just like, these are two things I like and I'm just going to do it, and just go with it. And I'm actually going to be in another group show at Sola in October. And so I was talking
What?
about, yeah,
That's
and
lit.
yeah, and I want to continue that series, but I definitely want to be more intentional this time around and just see like how much further I can push it, so it's not like one note and like repetitive.
Exactly.
So yeah, but also trying to not fall back into that old habit of like basically perfectionism and just thinking and thinking and thinking, but never actually doing.
Doing it.
So
That
it's a
bridge
balance.
that gap.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's
Yeah.
definitely a happy.
Wait, you muted yourself. Oh wait,
Damn,
no,
I was
you
gonna get
didn't.
food.
What'd you say?
Can you hear me? Oh yeah, my mom called me. I said my mom called me. I think she's back at the car, and I was gonna get food.
Oh,
But anyway, yeah. Anyway, I'm just walking back
yeah. That's a good one to have. That's also a good quality to have to see what worked in your work and to notice that people are receptive to it. but also understanding that even though people are receptive to it, what else can I like, how else can I challenge the work too in a way so it doesn't become repetitive, but maybe you have like similar iconography so people are like, oh, I understand that this is so and so's visual language, so I know who the artist is. But I think that's important to just be able to kind of like add new things and to keep like experimenting with new ways of creating. I feel like that makes you a better artist.
Yes, absolutely. You know, like, and I think like it's been cool to just kind of go into something just off vibes, you know, and then let the viewer kind of give its own interpretation, and just again like releasing control, because like the conversations that I've had just off those two pieces, like people have said things to me that I never ever thought about, and make
Right.
associations and connections that are just not on my radar because it's not my experience, and that in itself is really beautiful and can take me on a completely different path that I wouldn't have otherwise thought about if I had been so focused and narrow minded on what I wanted to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's always cool whenever like I'm nervous to show at this short film, like my friend's film festival.
Listen, I would be too. You're brave.
Like
Salute.
but you know, my biggest thing, because a lot of times many people think I'm making work for everyone, but really I'm making work for myself. But I understand that by me making work for myself, it may intersect with other people's experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I really just want to see people's reactions, and I just want to see if I can get any new perspectives. Like that's my first one. Like that's that length
Mm-hmm.
that I've only showed in the context of a classroom. So I just really want to see what others think, how they wind up feeling. Are they enthused, unenthused, underwhelmed, provoked, unprovoked, and see what happens? Because it's nerve wracking. I almost pulled the film out. I was so nervous.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you. It's scary. It's scary putting yourself out there, you know, like as confident as you can feel about it, there's always that like inkling of just second guessing that could just like really sweep you, you know, like take
Hmm.
you out. So you're for real. Shout out to you for just like continuing to push through, and you know, just do what we have to do, you know. Like,
Yeah. I told
we
someone earlier, I said, your belief has to be greater than your fear.
mhm. Mhm. Absolutely.
Yeah. I should write a
Absolutely. Yeah, you should. Yeah. But I mean, I'm excited because I mean, just off that little, the little image, I'm like, ooh, we got some spicy, spicy commentary here.
I we would have to sit down and have a different
Oh
conversation,
yeah.
but like, you know, like there's just so many things that I have to say, and I feel like I'm in a perfect space or a different class of artists. Like there's a class above me, and I feel like I'm in the next class, and I just feel like the artists before me are providing this space that will allow me to take away a little bit of the nuance.
Mhm.
Like I don't, I want to make my work a little bit more direct. Yeah.
Hell yeah, yeah. No, no tiptoeing.
So so we'll see. I think there's a lot of artists who did a fantastic job of being able to pave that way for someone like me. So we'll just see kind of like what happens and how I'm able to cultivate that and how other people receive that.
Absolutely. What artists come to mind that that inspired you or laid the groundwork for you?
Um, well, I didn't even know art was a possibility as career wise, literally, until I watched Basquiat's documentary. But then for me, I just began, and then I feel like people who laid the foundation as far as like thoughts, listening to them speak, would be Carrie James Marshall, laying down the groundwork. Kara Walker, I enjoy how she titles her works and then how she talks about her works as well. Then, of course, Arthur Jafa. Um, David Sally, I haven't heard him talk or any interviews with him, but as far as his paintings, I enjoy his paintings. Um, those are like the main ones that come to my mind. And then as far as like just intellect goes beyond like painting or painters or artists, it would be Ming Smith as a photographer, Charles White,
Classic.
um, Bell Hooks, because I love hearing her talk. Who else do I enjoy? I enjoy listening to Malcolm X talk. It's a mixture of things. I don't just look at painters, but I mostly listen to them talk because it's the idea that's most important over anything else. In my opinion, it's
Absolutely.
the
Yeah,
idea. Yeah.
totally. Because that idea can just spawn into so many visual representations, mediums.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm about to.
I see you in the car.
Yeah. This
It's
was.
okay.
Yeah. Well, this was a nice impromptu dialogue.
Yeah, it was. Well, it was nice seeing you. I'll probably see you at the film festival, most likely. And
Yes.
thank you for joining.
Yeah.
Enjoy your evening.
Thank you. You too. I'll see you later.
Bye.